What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about the Orient Marshall watch. Sorry, I'm still a little sick from the weekend, so throat is a little bogged down. So this is the model FEM 70002W9, and it's stainless steel with a white dial. It's fully automatic, so it's an automatic winding watch. I don't know if you could hear. And second-hand sweeps, that's the red. This model gives you the day of the week as well as the calendar date, month date, which is kind of cool. Kind of like that little extra on my watches. And basically all this does is tell you the time in the main hour and second hand. The bezel rotates. It's both directions. It's bi-directional rotation. It's a smooth rotation. Nothing feels cheap on this watch in terms of, I guess the way it feels doesn't feel cheap. And Orient lists this as $280, I think $250, around $200 on their website. You get one of these under $100 on eBay right now, or on the internet if you Google it. And they come in different colors. This is a silver one. Comes in red, blue, green, and black, as well as a gold version with different colors like a brown and a black and a white dial. And this watch measures 41.8 milliliters across. I think the lug width is 21 or 22. I can't remember. It's not important to me, but I think if you guys want to put a NATO strap in this, from what I read online, this is very, very NATO strap or strap friendly watch. It's really easy to take off this bracelet, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, and put your NATO strap on there a lot. And most of you buying this watch will probably want to do that because the strap on this watch is really, really bad. It's a good looking bracelet, I'm sorry. It's a good looking bracelet. It's solid links, really, really good links. It has a really cheap sound though. It sounds like very rattly. I don't really like that, but it feels secure, very secure. I have 7-inch wrist. Put this on so you guys can see. It sits flat. It's a flat kind of watch. It's not super thick. It's 11 mm thick as well. Bracelet, it's there. I like how that's nice and polished, like a matte polish. It's between a matte and a polish. It's not pure matte, it's not pure polish. I like that. And the watch face on my wrist. Let me put my camera up so you guys can see. The crystal is mineral and it's no reflective. It's no coating on there for the reflection, so it picks up a lot of glare. And again, this is a sub $100 watch, so I can't really complain about that. But from this angle, you could see it. It's a really beautiful looking dial. Very modern looking, which is what I wanted. I have sad news. I actually sold my Mega Speedmaster triple date. My daughter got into a really good school and the tuition really expensive. So I had to sacrifice that watch for my daughter's education. Which, you know, if you guys, when you have kids, you realize your kids are the most important part of your life. And no material object or, you know, like a watch is not going to replace her getting into a really good school. So I got rid of the Speedmaster. Also, I'm buying a new car, a new BMW, and I don't lease or I don't finance. I usually put all my money, my savings into the car, and I don't buy a new car. I buy a CPO, a pre-owned car. So it's, you know, the way I do things. I've been doing that for a couple of years now. So I don't like car payments, and, you know, I like to have full control of what my car. We also lease another car, so you know the expense adds up as well with the baby in the house now. So I had to sell the Speedy, and I had a lot of people lined up to buy the Speedy already. Like, people had a lot of interest in it. So the minute I listed it, it just went like that. And I missed that Speedmaster so much. I'm looking to buy it again as soon as I get, you know, money comes back in and I have a little extra cash to buy a Speedmaster. I think I'm just gonna go and get the same watch. Actually, it's a really good watch. I missed that Speedmaster, and I sold it 2 days ago, so it's been 2 days, and I got this to replace it temporarily. I also bought this Orient watch. I've never owned an Orient watch before. I own Citizen and Seiko watches, Pulsar as well. So this is my first dive into Orient watches, and based on this watch, going into buying this watch, I knew if this watch satisfied certain criteria, I would have bought more Orient watches, and it has so far. I'm not going to go into the negatives just yet, but this watch has left a lot of positive impressions on me, enough that I already ordered an Orient Bambino watch and the Orient Mako USA watch, as a the Blu-ray, basically. It's a Blu-ray, but it's the USA version, the Orient Mako diver's watch. I don't really like diver's watch, but I like the way that particular watch looks. And so I ordered 2 Orient watches based on this watch, sort of satisfying my watch criteria. Well, I can watch. Now I'm going to go into the negatives. Now, it's a quality feeling watch. One thing I don't like is when you wind it, it just sounds really hollow on the inside, like there's nothing inside this watch. You can hear the rotor. I don't know if I could replicate the sound through YouTube, but the rotor is very hollow and cheap sounded. It sounds like a dollar store watch, mechanical watch. I don't know. It sounds really cheap when you wind it. That's my personal thing. I've also been wearing an Omega Speedmaster for the last couple of months. So compared to my Omega Speedmaster, which is 39 milliliters across, is a much smaller watch than this. When I wound my Omega Speedmaster, it sounded solid, and you can hear the rotor vibrate like the thing was alive. That's what I like about the Omega. It just felt like it was living on my wrist. The way the rotor would vibrate, even when I moved my hands during day to day, I just like move my wrist real quick, and I could feel the rotor vibrating through my wrist, and I felt really good feeling. This, you don't get that feeling at all. It just sounds like one time spin and that's it. Really hollow, bad. Now the bracelet is really bad in this watch. I got it initially. I didn't know what to do with the links. As you see, it's a weird, like a blade system where the blades come out. And it took me a long time to figure that out, how to remove these little blades. And the result of it using blades to get the links together instead of pins is that the bracelet is really stiff. You can't even flatten this out. It's really stiff there, you know? So it keeps its shape. I mean, I don't know if that's something that's desirable, but this is a bitch to take out these little blades. And all you have is this arrow telling you to push this way. And at first I was pushing the bottom, which you could kind of see a space in there, but I was really confused because that looks welded in there. And I figured out that you'd have to push from the inside up on this ledge right here. And basically when you do that, I'll show you guys what happens. When you do that, you sort of push the blade up and out. And once the blade is out, you could disconnect the links. Now what I just did there in the video took me about 5 hours to figure out, execute, and do it several times over as I try to adjust the bracelet. Now this bracelet was really hard to adjust because what do you see that's weird on this bracelet as you look at this watch? What you see is this fold-over clasp is really long relative to the bracelet and relative to the clasp itself. This fold-over thing is a nuisance. All it does is it digs into your wrist. I'm not sure why Orient thought it was brilliant to put this in this hair like this. So all it does when you put the watch on, by default, because of that, you have to already wear the watch loose. So all that does is, because it's just a long clasp, it just digs there all day. So you can't wear this watch super tight. You have to wear it very, very loose. And I got a happy medium between loose and tight. So it's not too loose, but it's just the only way to prevent that from digging into my skin all day. And you know, it feels good when you wear it. I have 7-inch wrist, and it's a comfortable watch to wear, you know. But those are my main negatives on this watch. But you're paying less than $100 for a good quality for what you're getting for the price. It's a good quality mechanical watch. It's Japan made movement. It's not Swiss. But it's mineral crystal. It's basic steel. It's not even like special steel. It just feels like basic steel, basic class. But for day-to-day beater or day-to-day basic watch, it tells you the date, as well as a sweep in seconds hand, which is cool, and a rotational bi-directional bezel. It's kind of cool. I'm not sure what the bezel is for, but I use it for telling me the minutes, basically, going around the dial. And that's it. This is the Orient Marshall watch. And already ordered a Bambino, so I'm gonna do a review on the Bambino. I got the gold Bambino with the brown strap, and the Orient Mako watch, Mako USA version of that, which is a 40 milliliter, and the Orient Bambino is also a 40 milliliter watch. Like I said, my new thing now is smaller dials. I can't buy Citizen. I actually went to the store to buy a Citizen Chrono, the AT 4008, 4008 watch, and the Chrono, it's listed as 42. But when I tried it on, it fit like a 45, 46. I couldn't buy it. It was really heavy. But I like these smaller dial watches. And I'm getting into mechanical watches. I kind of like it. The Omega Speedy sold me in mechanicals. But this mechanical is just really cheap feeling. It's really cheap. It feels like there's nothing in there. But that's it. That's my Orient Mako watch. My Orient Marshall review. And peace out, guys.